Let's move on to some Major League Baseball. Omar,
friends?
what is the hot topic right now in baseball? And then Canteen and Tony, if you got a question for the professor on some baseball, go at it. Go ahead, Omar.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily the hottest topic per se,
Right.
but one of the hottest teams and
Right.
hottest divisions. So if you remember last year when we were talking baseball, remember we talked about how the AL East always had pretty much all year long, like 4 out of 5 teams that were above
Over 500.
500.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So right now, all 5 damn teams in the AL East are above
Whoa.
500. It is wild. And that includes the Orioles, who are
The
on
Orioles,
come
they're
up.
second place.
I
Second
love
place,
it.
bro.
I love
They're
it.
second place.
Right behind the Yankees. A half
Right behind
game
the
behind the Yankees. They just promoted their star rookie, Jackson Holliday, last week, and their rookie from 2021, their first round pick, Clint Cowser, hit 440 last week with a 1400 OPS. So the Rooks and their young players are playing really well. Shout out to Cedric Mullins also, who had a game-winning home run and a beautiful catch that same game. So shout out to the O's. I think they can overtake Hot Take Jake's Yankees, but right now the Yankees are in first. Now juxtapose that with your AL West flow, where all teams are either 500 or below, because apparently no one wants to take that damn division. So
yeah, Omar. But we're still in first place. That's all that matters right now. Not much to
500 record.
But here's one quick question before I turn it over to Tony, and then Ken he has a question. Can the Guardians keep this up? They're in first place. I don't think anybody was really expecting them there. I mean, they're still playing well. I mean, they're up 3 games on Kansas City, and even Kansas City, the Royals are doing well. And they're
the Guardians are gonna tank, Flo. They're gonna tank, bro.
Okay. What do you think, Omar? Man. What do you think, Omar, on the Guardians?
Yeah, they're 2 games above the Royals right now in the standings. And if we remember a couple years ago, the Guardians made the playoffs. And granted, they didn't stay in very long. They had a first round exit, but this team was young then and was starting to be on the come up, and now they're growing into their prime. So yeah, I don't see why they cannot continue this. Like I said, they got a lot of young bucks on that team. Now, I will say this. Can Steven Kwan continue to hit 350 the whole year? No, not going to happen. So he'll come back a little to earth. Is Josh Naylor going to have 6 home runs and 20 RBIs out the gate and continue to do that? Probably not. But I do think that the Guardians can continue to hold on. And yeah, they'll be putting up a good fight with the Royals all year. The Royals are looking good as well, and they are a good young team that just signed their superstar Bobby Witt Jr. to a 9-year contract in the offseason. So look for those two to battle all year long.
Okay. All right, Tony, you got anything for the professor or any topic you'd like to talk about in baseball?
So, gentlemen, I'll give you all a little backdrop. My relationship with baseball, okay? I'm a Chicago man. It has been not even just I'm not a typical Chicago fan. All right, I only go for the Bulls, the White Sox, and the Blackhawks. And there's been, in my team. So,
man,
it's been very painful being a White Sox fan, but I'm dedicated. Hey, appreciate that. I had to put my feelings in. But I live in Texas, man. I've been living in Texas for 10 years now.
Okay.
I do support the Rangers, and I was happy to see them go on their run. So I know that's your team, man. I'm happy to see
let's go.
And I was just looking at the game with the Braves. Look like y'all having a good one over there with them right now. So
all right.
But nothing to talk about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tony. It's not looking very good there. It's they're going to actually challenge the Mets, 62 Mets, for the worst record ever in history with 40 wins. So we'll see. The White Sox season, they lost 4 in a row, won 1, lost 5 in a row, won 1, lost 6 in a row, and won 1. So I'm sorry, brother. I apologize. You and Clubber D are both White Sox fans. So
Remind you, Omar, of football season with the Raiders, huh?
Your Raiders.
I'll take that. I'll take
You're
that.
the same
I'll
way
take
during
that.
football season. You were the same way. You were like, Raiders.
I hold near to 2005. That was the last time my White Sox was essentially relevant. And I'm holding near to 2005, 19 years later. We'll be back.
There you go.
Holding on for dear life.
Listen, but I'm holding on.
Hold on, man. Canteen, he's a Braves fan. You got anything for Omar Canteen in the baseball?
The Braves have had a great year so far. They're 14-5. They're in first place. They're losing. They're down by 2 right now to the Texas, to your team. To your team, since it's ironic. Your team beating us right now. Omar, I want to get Omar's insight on this one thing, man.
Okay.
What is going to happen with that interpreter, man? I mean, what's the fate of this guy that took all this money, did all this stuff? What is his fate at this point, bro?
Yeah. Ken, one thing about your Braves, like I said, they were going to be really good this year. Sucks that y'all lost Spencer Strider for the year, but y'all are still looking pretty good. Hopefully Max Fried can start to pick it up for y'all. That being said, I mean, there's nothing else that should happen to this interpreter except he should go straight to jail. And I mentioned this, and it turned out that I mean, Flo, come on, man. I know what I'm talking about when I know what I'm talking about, right? And I told you
Omar,
that Ohtani was not going to get a scratch on him for this. And what happened? This interpreter took the whole damn thing. So Ohtani's going to get off scot-free, and he's playing really well to start the season. So the team isn't doing that great, but he can still pull them back into contention, and they're still in first place technically with a 1 game over 500 record. But yeah, the interpreter should go straight to jail. Do not collect $200. Do not pass go. Ain't none of that happening. As for Ohtani's not going to see any punishment. Ohtani's going to get off and keep going.
Pretty much scot-free, right?
Yeah. So, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Unscathed, as the term goes.
Unscathed.
You remember the good old days, fellas, when we took our athletes down? You know, we built them up, and then we took them
down. Those were the good old days. These guys, they can't take that, Tony. They can't take that, Tony. They're too soft.
Yeah,
they be flopping. You know, they be flopping away.
Don't do that, man, like that. Why you gonna do that, man, like that? No. Right? Why you gonna do that to our guest, man? That's messed up.
That's Tony boy. Tony said he like LeBron James.
That was a joke, by the way. He doesn't really like LeBron James.
Man.
I thought he did. Oh, okay.
It was a reverse psychology or something.
Full-fledged war going on with the LeBron fans, man.
He be fighting with him. I see him online all the time.
Yeah,
fighting with the LeBron fans. All right, anything final for MLB before we move on? Just a little couple NFL things, Omar. We're gonna get to this basketball soon. Okay.
No, I mean it's been pretty good. You should see the Dodgers. Obviously, they have a positive regression in their record because there's no way that but they're only 1 game above 500, and they should be way better. Yeah. There's no way that you have Mookie Betts, Ohtani, and Freeman all playing at a high level, and you don't play well. So
they're underperforming in your opinion right now. Underperforming.
Yes.
Okay. And just real quick, just because I'm a Texas fan, do you think Houston's going to get out of this funk? Because they're still in last place.
Oh, man. Yeah, you asked me this at the beginning of the year, and I told you that I thought they would, but they're still just really, really scuffling along at a 7-14 record. So, I don't know. It's going to be tough. The longer you get closer to May and you're in that big of a hole, it's hard to dig in those dog days of summer when it starts to get hot in Houston. It's going to be real hard.
Man, let's hope. Hey, Omar, it's going to be rough out there minute, man, when it gets hot.
Yeah,
it's tough, man.
Yeah, I just hope they stay in this funk. That's.
I was gonna say.
I knew you would say something like that, Flo. I just know how you are.
I think for a long time the Astros were accustomed to the Rangers being the little brother, and last season the little brother finally got his lick back.
Little brother finally came in and.
That's exactly right.
Lean forward, Astros. Got it to him. Let's go.
Little brother finally
Somebody's here.
Yeah,
I know.
What happened?
Mom.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.